All right, I'm excited because today I want to show you the Ethiopian neighborhood in Paris. And now listen, calling it a neighborhood might be a little bit of an oversell. It's really kind of like a little area. So in general, Ethiopian restaurants, there are actually a lot in Paris, but they are pretty spread out. But there is a little area where there are a few grocery stores and one restaurant. So I'm going to show you that little area. There used to be 3 grocery stores. One closed, so now we're down to 2. But the 2 grocery stores, they're around the corner from each other, but you can kind of see one from the other. Let's take a look. Here on Boulevard La Chapelle is our first Ethiopian grocery store called Awash. This store has everything from spices, things for the home, and of course they have the Ethiopian bread called injera. This store sells fresh injera made from wheat flour, and they also sell pure Teff injera, which is made in Ethiopia. It's a whole world that most tourists never see. Like everyone goes to the Eiffel Tower, to Notre Dame, but there's a whole Ethiopian scene here. Grocery stores, there used to be 3. I think actually one was Eritrean though. But there are 2 Ethiopian grocery stores in Paris. They have everything you could want. And I'm also going to demystify the whole situation for you. Maybe you've never been inside an Ethiopian grocery store. You wouldn't know what to buy or where to start. I'm going to make it easy. Now, I went to Ethiopia earlier this year, kind of get more in touch with my Ethiopian roots, sharing more of that here on the video. So my 3 go-tos when you're in an Ethiopian grocery store, what you want to look for is injera. That bread forms the basis of almost all Ethiopian meals, so it is a must-have. But the second thing that, is really like quintessential for Ethiopian food and cooking, it's the spice blend, berbere. It's in everything. If you haven't seen my video about like my first impressions of Ethiopia, I highly recommend you watch it. But in that video, I talk about how I could smell it in the air when I landed in Addis, which was really funny and fun. If you want to try cooking Ethiopian food, it is essential. It's actually, if you're afraid to, if you don't want to even get the bread, maybe the spice blend is really the most important thing. But my actual favorite next to berbere, my favorite thing, which I highly recommend you try, is mitmita. You can ask people. So like here even, everything is in Amharic. You might not understand what it is, what the writing is. Mitmita is like a spicy powder. It is so delicious. It's so good. You can just, Ethiopians never cook with mitmita. I do. I'll cook with it. But it's really like a finishing powder. You just put a little mitmita on the side of something and it's so good. So, yeah. They also have injera chips, which are fun to try. Okay, so the first Ethiopian grocery store is behind me here. Just across this way, if I switch around, across this way and down the street is the other Ethiopian place. Okay, so that was just like a 2-minute walk across the street, down the way, and now we're already at the second Ethiopian grocery store. This grocery store is called Marcato, and now I have to tell you, I cheated a little bit. Some of the video you've already seen was actually filmed inside this store, but let's take another look inside now. Today I saw something new here for the first time. They always sold homemade injera like the other grocery store, but now they have a homemade pure Teff injera, which is so nice to see. Of course, I bought some to try. Usually they only have the pure Teff injera from Ethiopia, but they now have one that's made right here in France. I've had to pause so many times for ambulances and things like that going by. This is a safe neighborhood, okay? I don't know why so many people are having an issue. Maybe there's just like a depot here and people are leaving from there. But anyway, we've just left the second grocery store. Now here's the thing. The next closest restaurant is actually an Eritrean restaurant. There isn't really an Ethiopian nearby. The Eritrean restaurant is good, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to try to keep it all Ethiopian. Try to keep it all just 100%. So when I'm going to Ethiopian grocery stores, the bread, the injera, is really the main thing I'm going to buy. But here's the thing. I don't have a choice. So I'm gluten-free, which means I don't eat wheat flour. In Ethiopia, it's really kind of a non-issue. All of the injera, all of the bread is made with teff, which is a gluten-free grain. Outside of Ethiopia, a lot of different places mix it. And some places use even only wheat flour. Like a lot of restaurants will use a blend of teff flour and wheat flour, but some places don't even use any teff at all and are only using wheat. So for people who are gluten-free, the grocery stores are essential. Some restaurants will make gluten-free injera if you call a day or two in advance, but honestly, most won't make it at all. So the grocery stores are clutch. Okay, that was a long walk, but I made it 20 minutes later. All right. Hopefully, it's worth the walk and the wait. This is Taiu, Ethiopian restaurant. I'm coming here for the first time today, and it is really cute inside. Seems like they're doing a good business. This place was really full at lunch. I had to work really hard to not film other people while they were eating. When I got home, the portions were a little bit small, so I made some extra food to go with it. I made a salad and a firfir, which is like an injera dish on the side to go with it. Everything was delicious, and it's time for me to eat. So that's it for now. Hope you enjoyed this little look at the Ethiopian neighborhood in Paris. Make sure you're subscribed.